The return of Colonel Myra Hart. Myra Hart walked briskly down the sterile hallway of the Naval Strategic Command Center, pushing a cart loaded with cleaning supplies. The navy blue uniform of the EcoService janitorial company did little to hide her military boots, the only remaining trace of the life she once lived. Just 3 years ago, she had been a lieutenant colonel. Now, a night shift cleaner, her shift always began in the children's ward of the base hospital. The kids adored her. Somehow, Myra made cleaning feel like a game, light, playful, invisible. But beneath that effortless grace was a depth few could guess. In the second building, near the doors of the analytics division, a young sergeant stopped her, Rick Jennings. He was tense, sharp, suspicious. He had no idea who stood before him. Myra didn't argue. She smiled, flashed her ID, and moved on. That evening, tension hung in the air like a storm cloud. Inside the Strategic Command, the atmosphere buzzed, urgent voices, snatches of alarming phrases, critical breach. Code red. As she passed a monitor, Myra's eyes caught a glimpse of the training exercise map. The northern sector had been penetrated. Her stomach tightened. She had seen this before. It was all too familiar, the fragmented commands, the uncertain tactics, the confusion. Officers were scrambling. Nothing was coordinated, and then, she stepped forward. In a clear, steady voice, she spoke. Initiate maneuver, Gray Hammer. Heads turned. Some stared. General Blake looked up, confused, then stunned. Recognition dawned in his eyes. There she stood, not a janitor anymore, but the tactician they'd lost. With calm precision, she outlined the counterattack strategy, one she had designed herself years ago. She exploited every weakness in the simulated enemy's approach. Her voice commanded attention. Her logic demanded respect. Execute, said Blake. Within 15 minutes, Myra coordinated the operation like she'd never left. Each strike landed with surgical precision. The breach was closed. The drill saved. Silence fell, followed by applause, disbelief, and awe. General Blake approached her. He had known the truth, that her dismissal had been unjust. He had known, too, that she wasn't just another officer. She was the mind behind the division's greatest victories, and now, he asked her to return, not officially, yet, he said quietly. Help us train the next generation. We need you. The next morning, for the first time in years, Myra slipped into a new uniform. She stood before a classroom full of young soldiers. On the board, she wrote, "Never judge by appearances." In the back sat Sergeant Jennings, wide-eyed, sheepish. Myra didn't scold him. She simply said, "True strength often hides in the most ordinary people, in war, and in life." A year later, she wore the rank of lieutenant colonel once more. She now led the training center. Cadets whispered stories about the woman who had risen from the shadows, rewritten the rules, and changed everything. And that, dear friends, is her incredible story. If this inspired you, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe. There's so much more to come.